Women, what are some questions you've always wanted to ask men, but were too embarrassed?
Can you feel our boobs when we hug?
What happens to your balls when you run? Are they just banging around? Do they stick between your thighs? Do they end up tucked? I've been dying to know, thanks. Update, did not expect this to blow. Thank you for the awards and all of the insightful and valuable information. For most answers I received, I had more questions which were answered before I could even ask them. I can now say that I know what happens to your balls when folks are in motion or stationary. Again, thanks y'all. This had been bugging me for a while lol.
Is it true you really get random boners?
Is your orgasm better with oral or vaginal sex?
Y'all are straight up staring at our buttholes while we're doing it doggy style, aren't ya? What happens if there's a hemorrhoid?
What does it feel like to run with no underwear on? Does it just flop around? Does it hurt? Does the bouncing get you hard?
What does an erection feel like?
Is it true that guys generally hesitate or avoid going up to and talking women that are super attractive? I mean like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Is attractiveness, appearance something that makes you stall when shooting your shot?
Does what our vaginas look like truly matter to you? Like girls having longer lips and such. I've always felt incredibly self-conscious about guys going down on me even if guys have never mentioned it before. Edit. Strangers on the internet finally made me feel good about my body.
I'm with someone who buys me flowers to make me smile. What would be something I could do similarly for him that is non-sexual that would brighten his day?
Do pussies generally smell appealing?
What the beep do you do with someone's balls during sex?
How much does height matter in attraction?
Do you guys wipe your dick after you go pee? Or do you just shake it, assume it's good, then put it back in your pants? Doesn't that leave a little bit of pee in the tip? Why would you do that instead of just taking a bit of toilet paper and dabbing your ween? Edit. I don't mean wiping your dick like you'd wipe your ass. I'm realizing now that wipe was the wrong word LMFAO.
What do you want a woman to say to you if she likes you? In terms of confessing her feelings or expressing interest? Edit. Thank you everyone for the great advice and tips. I'm 30 and still trying to figure out dating. I'm generally shy and feel vulnerable easily. I really appreciate all the tips. Edit again. Thanks for the awards.
What makes you really like a girl?
For my significant other, what does my pussy feel like?
When you have to pee and poop at the same time, do you pee standing and then sit or sit for both?
Do you ever worry about what your friends think of the attractiveness of your girlfriend, wife? Like, are you ever worried that people you know don't find her good looking or judge you for being with her? This question is obviously coming straight from my insecurities lol.
Are all boobies good boobies?
I've always wondered if they see our bodies as ugly squishy bread rolls the way we think we look while having sex.
How often do men want to be hugged? Does it feels clingy, if a girl offers it every now and then?
Do y'all like making your dicks do that bouncing thing? Edit. I never thought my most liked comment would come from a curiosity about dicks. Smiley face.
How much does being punched in the balls hurt?
Are you turned off by stubble, nether regions? Edit. You men are amazing. Not being totally smooth is a huge insecurity for a lot of women. Good to know y'all are just like, it's still a vagina man shrugging.
Do you play with your balls like we play with our tits? Like juggle 'em and stuff? Or is that too painful? What is the action that actually hurts balls? Is there anything you think it compares to in female anatomy? What does it feel like to get hit accidentally, not kicked purposefully but like, flicked, etc., in the balls?
What are some of your thoughts on girls making the first move?
What makes you want to commit, be exclusive, or get married? Does it have anything to do with your partner or more of I have to be ready within myself first?
Do y'all enjoy late night chats as much as girls do, or it annoys y'all if it's very often?
This comment section is the most wholesome one I've seen, and it's mostly about dicks.
Hi, how are you?
Do guys really appreciate a woman that makes the move? Whether you are newly dating or married for years. I want him to feel wanted by me and I want to convey that. Or do guys feel it could threaten them a little bit? I know it sounds weird and maybe old school, but I have always wondered what the answer is. Thanks.
Are you as judgmental over our bodies as we are?
What do you think of fatherhood? Do you think the treatment of fatherhood is fair compared to motherhood?
I always wanted to know, is there a difference? Orgasm versus coming?
What do you think about C-section scars? I have one and I think it's ugly. It juts out and there's a shelf. I'm otherwise quite fit looking. I'm just self-conscious about it. Edit. Wow, didn't expect this comment to gain so much traction. Thank you, all kind strangers. You've made me feel so much better / confident about my body. It is a modern miracle that my kid and I are still alive today, so that is something to be very grateful about.
Does a woman's height matter? What about weight? Is using urinals when they're all full but there's one left, is it awkward? Do you mind a little hair down there, even if it's nicely trimmed and short?
How uncomfortable is it when you get an erection? Edit. Was not at all expecting this many upvotes and comments lol. Thank you people. Take care you all.
Are my boobs too small for you?
I know this isn't all men, obviously. Why is a lot of men obsessed with redheads? I've had heard since I was in high school how amazing redheads are to date.
Do men like it when females, friend/girlfriend, tell you they feel safe around you?
To men who spam dick pics at women, no judgment here, but I honestly want to know. What's the best outcome you've ever experienced from doing that? Like what's the end game there? Edit. Okay, from reading the replies, my basic understanding is sometimes it gets you laid. I don't personally get it, but it's not really important that I do. I have no issues with people who send solicited dick pics. May it lead you to many hours of sexy fun times.
Did your friends actually invited me, or are you just being nice to not make me feel left out? Edit. Just context. My boyfriend brings me around his friends all the time and I always have a nice time. They are all really nice to me. I don't really take much space because I'm shy and also they don't speak the same language as me lol. Just saw a video of guys talking about how much they hate when their friends bring their GFS with them and it got me thinking, what if they actually do hate me lol.
I'ma keep it real. I did not think my balls were that interesting, Lamau.
What struggles spring up for you because you are men, and what can be done to fix them, since it isn't talked about enough? Also, what is it like having a penis? Does it get uncomfortable or annoying? Do you wish you didn't have one, or are you relatively proud of them?
What do you consider a high-quality woman? Too afraid to ask because I do not believe I have ever been considered the one.
Manyal really curious about the flotation properties of various parts.
When you use the toilet, does your weenie just hang into the toilet? Do you rest it on the seat? Do you ever get poop splash on your ween?
Serious question, men. Does it / would it bother you if a girl had self-harm scars? How far along in the relationship would you want to know about / see them? Edit. This is the first time I've had a comment become this big and I honestly don't know how to reply to everyone. However, I truly want to thank everyone who replied, as this eases probably my biggest insecurity. Also, I am okay. Like I said, they're scars from when I was younger and wasn't as comfortable with myself. I am not still self-harming and I don't have plans to ever continue. It was a dark part of my life that I never want to go back to. I asked the question because I've never been in a serious relationship before, so I've never had to tell a guy. I don't usually talk about them, my family is super conservative, so they don't even know, so I wasn't sure what the proper etiquette would be. To anyone with the same fear I had, read the comments. Most guys don't care, they care about you and your well-being.
Is being able to helicopter an innate skill, or do you have to practice?
You like cuddling after sex just as much as we do, don't you? Don't lie.
Is your junk always in the way when you're sitting? Like, does the peen just pick a pant leg? Do your balls feel squished? Is it just sitting there?
Lassies. If a guy has already made the decision to have sex with you, he doesn't care what you look like under the clothes. HES committed to beat.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to subscribe to Upvote for the best quality content every day.